Talk to people who are interested in you for you. Guys and girls. So many times, I've been there myself, where we may talk to someone because we are interested in them rather than them being interested in us. And ultimately, every time that you do that, two things happen. You're lowering the perceived value that you have as an individual to someone else because you're saying, wow, I need this person. This person is that important to me. And so the other person perceives that and feels that and knows, something's off here. Why do they need me, right? Why do they need my validation or approval of them, for one? The next part is this. You emotionally are going to be so drained, and of course it's not going to be in a healthy way, because it's already unhealthy for you to like and pursue someone. Specifically pursue, right? The actual part of liking, that can fluctuate. And when I say like, you can be attracted, but to be romantically liking someone who you already know doesn't like you, a lot of the time we need to look within ourselves to see, wait, why is this the case? Is it that we have a pattern here of maybe not receiving love, and due to that, we're kind of replicating the same pattern? Because ultimately you don't want to be in a relationship with someone who does not love you, for you. So that's one thing and one element there. The reason, guys, that this is so important, and when I say guys, this is girls included, ladies as well, is because you're going to waste a lot of your health emotionally chasing things and people who you don't need to. The thing is, God has created a partner for every single person on earth. We all have a good partner, a great partner, and then the best possible partner. So I'm someone who is more inclined to believe in soul mates in a way. I get it in the literal sense where, oh, this person's going to come and they complete me. To an extent, there are partners that you can have in life, but as I said, there's only one best one. And if your aim is to be with the best partner for you, then soulmates do exist. So with that being said, how do we change this, right? Because this is all internal, all of this. Because when you're interested or want to be with someone who doesn't want to be with you, all it is a chase. And it's a way of validating yourself that, hey, I can get this person or this status that this person may bring to me and in my life. And that will only impact you because the other person will feel it and they will know, hey, I am an amazing person. Apparently, this person is just supremely in love with me. I mean, I can't do any wrong here. And I'm not really crazy for this person, but I'll continue to play because I get attention. And who as a human doesn't like attention? And so that's the game that we play, that we see when these things occur. And I mean, another big element, just in general, is why date, right? Why date someone who you know doesn't like you for you? Because that's the thing. When you are interested in someone who may not like you as much, you already know you have to change a bit of yourself for them to like you. So they're not liking you, they're liking someone else. Because you're acting and foreplaying as someone else that you're not. So how do we work around this? If you've done your job internally and you are the person, right, capable of being married, for my ladies and men, because even with all this being said about dating and this, you should only be dating to marry. You shouldn't be dating, oh, just to have an experience here. That's a worldly thought, but if you are with faith, yes, you can date to get married. It's simple. Because dating should be an amazing thing, of course. If it's done right, if it's done with another God-fearing person, it can be an amazing thing. However, you don't want to make this a thing where, oh, I'm just dating to see if I like this person or they like me. Because you need to have discernment, and God will discern to you. I know there's this prayer, this dreaded prayer, unfortunately, that a lot of Christians may not like to do, but you have to do it. Don't waste time. After you meet someone, you go on a date. I mean, what are you wasting time for? Do the prayer. Hey, God, is this person for me? Am I for them? What are you wasting time for? I understand. We're human, and we want that connection. It's important. However, you waiting and stalling out time, forming a deeper connection with that person, when it will inevitably end, will only hurt you more than it would have when you have done it from the beginning. And trust me, there's periods and things in our life, because it's a fallen world, that we may go through emotional crisis, mental crisis, physical crisis, spiritual crisis. I mean, all of these things. That's a reality. However, you should learn from it the one time that it occurs so that it doesn't happen again. Because then you're starting to, unfortunately, derail your life. And that's only up to you, no one else. And God will always love you, for sure. It's just your own life, because you also deserve to live a high quality of life. That's what I wish for you. And the highest way to have a high quality of life is in your interpersonal relationships, and specifically the one with your partner. The reason, guys, that I speak about this so much is because it's the most important decision that you will make in your life. I'm already taking into account that you all are believers and followers of Christ. Because if you're not, obviously that would be the number one. However, with that being the case, that we already have made that decision and know that Christ is everything, as far as human decisions, this is the most important one. So please, don't waste time. Don't be with a person because, hey, they can take up time and space to aid me here. Be with them because there is a future there evident that you can see that will nurture both of your lives. Because if you're a man, as Christians, as Catholic Christians, if you're a man and you get married and you have children and you get divorced and there wasn't any, let's say, cheating or anything like that, adultery going on, and you just get divorced because you fall out of love, I mean, unfortunately, that's on you, brother. I know it's hard, it's tough, but the reality is that, man. Like, you know, I sat here and I thought about it with all the divorce and things, and sure, there are cases when you are with a partner who may have had some connections with evil men. I mean, it's the reality. She's not, because I don't believe anyone inherently is. However, because she wasn't rooted or anchored spiritually, the demons got the better of her, man. And I don't want that for any of us. So discern. Because as I was saying, right, even with that example, you as the man will lead the relationship to where it goes. Because I put myself and I sat there and I said, well, okay, women initiate the divorces, right? But this is in a worldly world, in a secular world. In Christian relationships, that doesn't tend to be the case. It actually sometimes can be the other way around. It's just discern, because people will show you the traits from the beginning. Even in these divorce cases, the majority of them were signs in the beginning. The majority. It's up to you to see them, because you don't want to have that. For one, you're affecting the lives of your children, and also your own personal life in your connection with this lady or person. And your life will never be fully fulfilled if you're not with the right partner for you. It won't. So guys, this is a very important decision and a very important thing that shouldn't be taken lightly. It should be taken with fun. You guys should have fun with it. Don't get me wrong. This should be a very enjoyable process of your life. However, give it the requisite seriousness that it needs. I had a friend here at my school, and he was telling me about how he went on a date with someone and they weren't even of the same faith. And he's a young person, so look, it's all okay. We're still learning and everything. It's just he discerned, actually. He discerned and said, well, this person isn't of my faith, isn't a believer the same way as I am, so there's not really anything here. And that's important because a lot of the times people don't do that. And if we don't discern, guys, your life will be affected. Your family's life will be affected. And then it will be, oh no, the girl. Brother, man to man, you cannot fool me in that way, bro. Man to man, I know there are some exceptions, and we know as men, we know that what happens in a household is due to the man. We know that. Are there exceptions? Sure, brother. But that is the reality. What you allow in the household will follow the household, will follow you. And so if you're a man of strength, of courage, of vigor, your partner will sense that. And there's nothing that a lady wants more than that, is a strong man. And I don't mean physically strong, because there are a lot of physically tough looking men who may not be as strong internally. The internal strength is what matters. That other part, unfortunately as it may be, doesn't matter as much, guys. So yeah, I really hope that everything was clear in this video. If you guys have any comments, anything at all, feel free to leave them down here below. Once again, I am coaching anyone who truly feels that, hey, it's time for you to transform. I don't just mean grow. Oh, wow, you've grown 20 pounds of muscle. I mean, you build 200 pounds of muscle, metaphorically speaking, right? In terms of your life and everything, you completely transform the person that you are to someone that you don't even recognize the other person. And the world will think that who you are now passed away and this new person is a completely new person that they've never met before and are astounded by. So if that is you, please feel free to send me a message on Instagram, DM me, I am next, and you will be next. Much love, guys. Take care.